We don't know how reliant we are on electricity until something stops working. In such cases, electricians should be contacted. But first, let's take a look at electrician secrets only master electricians know. Because of all of their years of experience, they have knowledge you will not have. We hope you find this video informative and entertaining. Always carry a strong magnet. Working onto the walls and ceilings is required for the full house wiring premise. You're continuously tracing old wiring, running new wires, working from the small holes on the walls, and making sure everything is exactly aligned on both sides. There are plenty of methods for drawing lines and punching small holes to record your path. One method is particularly handy because it does not necessitate any permanent adjustments. Magnets can detect ferrous metal components in lightweight building materials, such as wood, tile, drywall, and so on. You can use a magnet to keep an eye out for studs. Stud finders are notoriously harsh on batteries, which means they're often running out and needing to be recharged at inconvenient times. Instead of allowing this to slow down your project, keep a strong magnet in your kit. Dangle your magnet from a lightweight length of string along the wall you're investigating. There's something ferrous behind the wall if the magnet responds. This method also works when the wall's surface, coating, or substance is difficult to detect even with a fully charged stud finder. Working as a fishing guide. There's no need to be concerned about your catch going astray the next time you're fishing down the backside of a wall. You may already be employing the hefty nut technique to keep the string pulled straight down. Using a magnet in your box opening to guide the line down will quadruple the efficiency of this strategy as a method of retrieval because you're often working in the in-between spaces. It's all too simple to lose small objects in difficult-to-reach places. If the misplaced objects were ferrous, the magnet can aid once again. You can use a string or a slender stick to link the magnet or string to a slender stick to draw your misplaced goods back to you, depending on the space you're dealing with. The end of a hanger can be used to locate a drilling site. Still taking measurements from the foundations in order to determine where to drill a hole for a wall? Take an insulated hanger or a coat hanger and hang it onto the wall. Snip the end at a 45-degree angle to finish it off. Incorporate the bit into your drill and drill a small hole at a 45-degree angle in the floor close to the molding to accommodate the bit. Because the hole is so small, homeowners are unlikely to detect it. Insulation itch can be prevented with this tip. The ideal situation is for all electrical work to occur on the habitable side of the walls, but electricians are more than any other tradesmen at risk of coming into contact with sawdust, insulation, and other debris, along with requiring the use of a face mask and eye protection. This substance is extremely irritating and can cause severe skin irritation. Even when you're wearing long sleeves, it manages to get up over your neck and onto your face and hands anyhow. Fortunately, a container of baby powder or a tiny box of cornstarch will suffice in this situation. Coat the exposed flesh under the collars and sleeve ends with a little layer of lotion. Make sure to get it out of your ears and out of your face while keeping it out of your eyes. As a result of this protective barrier, the insulation will not come into direct contact with your skin, reducing discomfort and itching. Instead of string, use a jack chain. The problem with string is that it is typically composed of delicate threads that can become entangled in rough objects, such as insulation and untreated wood. Although fishing with string can be really beneficial, there are instances where another method is more appropriate. A jack chain can be used in place of a fishing string in situations where you need to put a small amount of force onto your fishing line. With the weight on your side, it will fall straight down and slide over obstacles without hanging, and the sturdiness ensures that you can pull on it without endangering your connection. Holster for your tester made of Velcro. Many electricians prefer to work alone, and the vast majority of work orders aren't large enough to need the presence of two electricians on the job. However, there will always be those rare occasions where you wish you had a third or fourth hand to hold your tester or a spare wire in your possession. Many different solutions to this recurring conundrum have been presented, including the use of tape, mounting nails, and other similar methods. One ingenious option is to put a patch of Velcro onto the sleeve of your jacket and use it as your own personal extra pair of hands. Glue Velcro of the opposite texture onto the back of your testers, and you'll be able to keep your gadgets in view as you work like a wristwatch. Multiple switch wiring that is neat and orderly. When dealing with a large number of switches, whatever sort of streamlining you can do will help limit the amount of clutter caused by extra wires entering the cluster of connection points. An interesting point to notice in this situation is that cables do not need to be cut in order to make contact, which is especially true for the common connection between the switches. As an alternative to meticulously pigtailing the hot wire to each switch, merely make your hot wire excessively lengthy. Discard all but a 3/4 inch part of the sheathing where you want to attach each switch and replace it with the continuous grounding wire, and attach the exposed region to the screw terminal with a hook. Then connect the next switch in the same manner. As with any other switch, thread the tie wire around the screws in a clockwise direction at the final switch. PVC should be cut with cotton string. Rather than using a hacksaw or handsaw to cut exposed PVC pipe conduit buried in a ditch, a cotton thread can be used in place of these tools. Using a string, such as the kind that contractors use for form lines, wrap the conduit halfway around and seesaw the ends together. The friction will smoothly cut the PVC in the same amount of time as a hacksaw, but it will not take as much room. Nylon string will not work since the nylon and the PVC will melt together when exposed to heat. Before you box, you should unsheath. Contrary to popular belief, it is significantly more difficult to strip wires once they have been inserted into the box. Pushing them through sheath may be more expedient at the time, but you are actually setting yourself up or another electrician up for difficulty in the long run. Always strip your cable sheathing before pushing them into the box knockouts, since this will save you time in the long run. Please take accurate measurements because you will require at least 1/4 of an inch of sheathing to be left in the box. This is also a good opportunity to emphasize one of the most prevalent pieces of electrician advice. Always allow for a little more slack when working on your project. Use a new light bulb to replace a broken off old light bulb. First, check to determine if the circuit is still functional. Make use of a screwdriver or pliers to remove any broken fragments that have remained in the socket. Then place the new light bulb into the socket by twisting it in the opposite direction of the old light bulb, which will remove the broken end of the light bulb. Usually this is the hardest part to take out. This should remove all of the broken components, leaving the socket empty and ready to accept the new light bulb as a result. If you're already an electrician running your own business or just about to start and grow your own electrical business, you must learn the 4 critical things electrical business owners wish they had learned before starting an electrical business so you don't make the same mistakes. Electrician Accelerator has put together a free training video you can watch for free right now that will show you exactly how to start, grow, and build your electrical business the right way so you can consistently guarantee profitable work, free up your time, all whilst reducing stress levels and allowing you to have sustainable and more profitable business that works for you. In this free training video, you will also learn how to generate a steady stream of jobs on demand and with predictability month after month in your local area without relying on word of mouth and referrals. How to stop competing on price with other electricians and escape your competition. How to convert at least 90% of your quotes and estimates into sales. How to command premium prices and attract high-quality customers that will be happy to pay more. Click the link on the description below the video.